Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
What were you thinking?
This is a huge mistake.
You are just who I'm looking for. I think you're exactly where you need to be.
This is my life you're talking about.
Leave, or I call the cops.
General Hospital latest update. Heats up with intense confrontations. Drew and Nina clash, while Jocelyn vows to prove Cyrus killed Dex. Rocco overhears shocking secrets, and tensions rise as Willow makes a life-changing decision. Will Jocelyn uncover the truth or make a deadly mistake? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Drew and Nina face off. Rocco's shock, Jocelyn's vow. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, February 6th reveal that Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous will face off while Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, makes a fierce vow and Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, gets an eavesdropping shock. At the Quartermaine Gatehouse, Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Setton, will fret to Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, over making the Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen situation worse, but he'll offer a pep talk and know she's only trying to help. Our predictions point to Gio being the child Brooke Lynn gave up for adoption, so they'll enjoy some mother-son bonding without even knowing it. In the Q Kitchen, it looks like Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, will deliver a plea to Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. Since Dante has been locked out of Sam McCall's Kelly Monaco investigation, he may beg Chase for any additional info he can offer. After Chase makes Dante promise not to do anything reckless, he may admit that Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober, has fallen under suspicion with the PCPD. Chase's updates will no doubt leave Dante fuming and ready to go after Cyrus with everything he's got. Rocco is supposed to overhear something not meant for his ears on Thursday's episode. It's possible Rocco will eavesdrop and learn Cyrus may be the man behind Sam's demise along with the other Digitalis-related fatal overdoses. However, it's also possible Rocco will learn another secret entirely. Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, will turn to Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight for help with something, so she'll be making an appearance in Thursday's show. Brooke Lynn could easily meet back up with Lois and reiterate that her adoption secret needs to stay buried. If Rocco listens nearby, he might find out that Brooke Lynn got pregnant by Dante and never told him about the baby she gave birth to. At GH, Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, will get some unsettling news from Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, who'll no doubt inform her of Cyrus' hospital visit and his brazen attempt to ignore her ban from the premises. Brad got rid of Cyrus for the time being, but he may fear Cyrus will be back. Could leave Portia pushing for extra security out of fear that more patients will be targeted. As Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, wraps up his conversation with Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, he'll assume she has no intention of backing off Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna. Despite Lucas' warning about Brennan's secrets, Carly will think she can handle this romance. Once Jocelyn speaks with Brennan at Bobby's, she'll declare that Cyrus killed Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, and will vow to prove it. Brennan will certainly be interested to see if Jocelyn can pull that off since she seems to be on the WSB recruitment list. Next, Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, will decide someone was right about something. Nina urged Willow to take a little time alone to figure out her life, so Willow may pump the brakes with Drew a bit. Meanwhile, Nina will get into a heated confrontation with Drew and warn that if he's looking for a fight, she's happy to oblige. Later, Nina will talk to Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, about teaming up with Carly on a plot to break Drew and Willow up. It won't be long until Carly is summoned to hear the details of Nina's alliance pitch. Finally, Danny Morgan, Asher Antonison, should hear the truth about Sam's fatal outcome. It seems Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, will go through with coming clean about Sam's Digitalis overdose and the fact that she was wiped off the map permanently. General Hospital spoilers say Danny's going to need plenty of support, so Alexis, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, will be sure to give it to him. Willow makes a big move after Carly and Drew's public fight, and Joss' decision results in a possibly deadly mistake. Wednesday, February 5, 2025. Today on General Hospital, Sasha is furious with Cody, Drew asks Maxie for help, and Lucas questions Carly about her relationship with Jack. At her place, Liz and Lucky's romantic dance is interrupted when Rick drops by unannounced. He hopes he's not interrupting. Liz asks what brings him by. He brings news that she's allowed back to work at GH, and Liz thanks him. Lucky pipes up and says they could use Rick's help and asks him to find out the terms of Cyrus' parole. Rick agrees to see what he can find out, but only as a favor to Liz. Rick takes off and Liz asks Lucky what that was about. Lucky explains these are desperate times and they have to find a way to stop Cyrus one way or another. They can find a way to bust Cyrus for violating his parole, then he'll at least go back to jail. Liz thinks he means to frame Cyrus. Lucky says he'll handle this on his own. Liz agrees that Cyrus needs to be stopped no matter what, so she is willing to help. The Metro Court, there are gasps all around when Drew tells Carly that her beloved Jason knocked up Sasha. Carly accuses him of making this up. Drew reveals that Cody told him that Jason was the father. Sasha blows up, rushes over, and says her life is none of their damn business. Sasha says she is not a pawn in Drew's Quartermain feud, and he knows nothing about her life or this baby, so leave them both alone. Sasha then storms out. Carly tells Drew that he had no right to trash Sasha's reputation or privacy and is inserting himself into situations that don't involve him. She says at least now everyone knows he's sleeping with his nephew's wife and what kind of man he really is. Carly walks out and Drew tells Anna he's sorry for the interruption. He reiterates he won't interfere if she wants to arrest Sonny and Jason. Anna tells him using his position to influence a case against them would be inappropriate. Meanwhile, the deception table gossips about what just happened. Tracy is furious that Willow had Drew back on the grounds and wants to set things straight with her. Brooke Lynn asks Tracy to let her handle that. Anna sits down with Felicia to talk about this development regarding Sasha. Felicia doesn't know who will have the bigger stroke over Jason fathering Sasha's baby, Robert or Mac. Back at the deception table, only Maxie, Lulu, and Lucy are left. Lucy doesn't hate the idea of Sasha and Jason. Maxie says what Drew revealed tonight he had no right to. Drew walks over, thinks his ears are burning, and asks to speak to Maxie. They step aside and she asks Drew what he needs. He needs a mother's advice. He reveals he bought a house for him and Scout in town as he didn't want to uproot her. He needs a decorator and she knows Sam's likes, which may comfort Scout to have a home that feels like her mom. Maxie tells him that he actually sounds like a great dad and that she'd be happy to help. She looks at the specs of his house and notes it is very big. He explains it allows for growth. Anna and Lulu end up at the bar as Lucy runs around gossiping. Anna offers to buy Lulu a drink, but Lulu didn't come over to see her for a drink. Anna assumes she wants something. Lulu needs to know where Jack is. Anna suggests she call his office. Lulu has a million times, so she'll probably just ask Carly put her in touch with him. Lulu asks Anna if she's heard anything about her daughter. Anna says she hasn't, and she doesn't think Jack is keeping anything from her either. All they know is Charlotte and Valentine briefly resurfaced in Germany. Lucy meanwhile gabs to Felicia and wonders if Jason and Sasha will need a house. Alexis calls Molly and Christina over to her house. Alexis believes Danny needs to know the truth about his mother's murder before the media gets wind of it. Alexis asks Molly to go pick Danny up, so she departs. Alone, Christina tells her mom this is a mistake. She says Danny is a 15-year-old boy, they don't who killed his mother, and he could act out at this news. Alexis says the longer they wait to tell him, the longer Danny could learn the truth another way, and they could lose him if he hears this from someone else. Nina drops by the Q's gatehouse, and Willow first assumes she is Carly, who has returned. Nina asks Willow if it's going well with the Quartermains. Willow wishes she was still living with Nina, but Nina thinks this is where she is supposed to be. She believes being here will allow everyone to cool down. Nina brings up her mentioning Carly earlier. Willow says she dropped by to bring her news on Michael and then disappeared when she went to make them tea. Brooklyn soon shows up and tells them Drew and Carly had a major blow-up at the Metro Court, and now everyone knows Willow had Drew over. She explains that Carly found a tie that he left here. Nina notes that explains Carly's abrupt departure. Brooklyn says there were rules about her staying here, and she could have met Drew anywhere else. Willow says clearly that living here has presented an issue, so she asks Nina if she can come back and live with her. Nina says she can. Brooklyn asks Willow to stop, think, and take a breather. She can stay here, just don't see Drew here. Willow says this is her home. Nina tells her daughter that a lot has happened to her recently, so she needs to take time on to be on her own and think about how to move forward. Willow agrees she needs to figure things out but can do it while still seeing Drew. Willow states she is moving back in with her mother, and Brooklyn says Tracy will freak out. Willow says Tracy doesn't have a legal leg to stand on. In the Quartermain kitchen, Cody arrives looking for Sasha, but she's not around. Dante is drinking a beer and reveals he's been put on leave, and it turns out Sam was murdered. Cody says this is crazy and he doesn't know what to say. Dante says he couldn't save Sam, so all that is left is to go after the son of the bitch that killed her. Molly arrives to pick up Danny, and Dante heads up to get him. Cody tells Molly how sorry he is about Sam, and the two talk about how great she was. Dante brings Danny down, and Danny wonders why Grandma wants to see him. Molly says she'll explain when they get there. They leave, and Dante and Cody talk about how it will be rough for Danny to find out about his mom. Cody thinks Dante needs to be there for Danny, but Dante says Danny has a father. Cody snarks, a worthless one. Dante wonders what happened with him and Jason. Just then, Sasha saunters in and gives Cody a death stare. She asks Dante to give them space, so he leaves. Cody knows what this is about. Sasha asks where he gets off, telling everyone that Jason is the father of her baby. Cody says it wasn't everyone, and he is, isn't he? She states that it is none of his business and wonders where he got this idea. He explains he saw them the other night at the boathouse, and he's sorry for caring about her. He admits he didn't take the news that they are related well. He thought it would be them planning a future. She didn't react well either, and he asks if that's why she slept with Jason. She tells him it's none of his business. She yells related or not, they are still friends, and he's being a crappy one right now. He apologizes, congratulates her, and walks out. Tracy arrives to speak to Sasha, but she doesn't want to hear what Tracy has to say. Tracy insists she'll want to hear this. She says if Jason is her baby's father, no one will take her baby from her. Sasha points out she just tried to take Willow's kids, but Tracy insists that is different. She assures Sasha that she has her full support to raise her child as she sees fit. Sasha was not expecting that and thanks her. Tracy explains she's a mother too and she loves her boys. She raised Dylan on her own, and as women they deserve to live their lives on their own terms. Tracy, however, says the baby daddy speculation will get awkward when Jason gets home, so she should devise a game plan. Back at Alexa's place, Alexis tells Christina they owe it to Sam to tell Danny the truth because it's what she'd want. Eventually, Molly arrives with Danny and he asks what this is about. Cyrus arrives at the hospital and Brad says he has been banned, so leave or he'll call the cops. Cyrus insists he is only spreading God's word. Brad calls him a hypocrite hiding behind his Bible while trying to convince the world he's a changed man. He orders him to leave and Cyrus storms out. Carly shows up at the hospital after getting a ton of texts from Lucas. He drags her into an exam room and says Jack was just here as a patient and that he had a lot to say. Lucas asks if she is dating a WSB agent. Carly slyly lets out a maybe. Lucas asks if they've slept together, and Carly says they haven't crossed that line. Lucas says they need to have the conversation they should have when she got together with Sonny. He tells her Jack is a WSB agent who will keep things from her, and she can't be with someone who doesn't tell her the truth. He tells her not to make the same mistake twice and to take up with someone who lies for a living. Joss tries to pick the lock to Cyrus' apartment but is caught by the super. She claims to be from the mission and Cyrus was supposed to leave her a key and asks if he can let her in. She explains she works with Brother Cyrus and needs the master list for the food drive. He unlocks the door for her and takes off to take care of some pipe issues. Joss sneaks into Cyrus' room and begins searching it. She finds his Bible with a passage marked when someone opens the door. It's only the super who asks if she found what she needed. She says she did, grabs a piece of paper and walks out. Later, Cyrus returns home and notices his Bible has been moved around. He finds a dried flower in it and wonders who has been in his place. On the next General Hospital, Chase asks Dante not to do anything reckless. Nina tells Drew that if he's looking for a fight, she's happy to oblige. Willow says, deep down she was right. Lucas realizes Carly has no intention of backing off Jack. Joss meets with Jack and says she'll find proof that Cyrus killed Dex. General Hospital spoilers. Tracy lashes out over Drew and Willow's deception. Child custody drama returns. General Hospital spoilers indicate that just as Willow Tate Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, has started to enjoy a peaceful existence, a recent blunder of hers will release some major chaos in her world. As fans who caught the Tuesday, February 4th episode know, Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, continued his slimeball ways when he snuck into the gatehouse for a sizzling session between the sheets with his still-married girlfriend. Not only had Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charlson banned him from Quartermaine property, but Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, also had clearly stated one stipulation that Willow was not allowed to fraternize with Drew at the gatehouse. It was the only rule when she returned Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork Mako back into Willow's care. Viewers could tell that Willow thought Drew was such a baddie for hopping the Q's fence for a steamy visit. However, will her afternoon romp with the governor be worth it in the end? She had a perma-smile on her face as the two talked after their encounter, but that smile might fade very quickly. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, came to drop off some presents from Germany for Wiley and Amelia, and the two decided to have tea. As Willow made it, Carly found Drew's tie, one that she bought him, buried in the pillows on the couch, which suggested that he had been there and the two did the deed. Carly stormed off without saying goodbye, and when Willow returned to an empty living room, she just shrugged the situation off. Meanwhile, Carly scurried off to find Drew and had a massive face-off with him at the Metro Court restaurant. Interestingly enough, the deception team was there having a working lunch, and Tracy had a front-row seat to the heated confrontation. Carly ripped into Drew for visiting Willow at the gatehouse while Michael was fighting for his life in Germany, and this is when Drew dropped a bomb of his own. That Carly's precious Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, knocked up Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson. Carly was shocked, but technically Jason being Sasha's baby daddy isn't the least bit controversial considering both parties are single. Even though fans know that he isn't the dad and Michael is. However, that's another story entirely. Point is that Tracy now knows that Willow broke the one stipulation she and when it came to releasing Amelia and Wiley back into her custody. Tracy hates being played for a fool, as there's little chance she can enact any type of revenge on Drew legally. As he is a governor, she may find other ways to lash out. With the Quartermaine power and resources at her fingertips, could she ensure that Wiley and Amelia aren't returned to the gatehouse by the end of the day? Could she have Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, or one of the Q lawyers file a motion to remove the children from Willow's custody right away? Willow broke the deal she and Tracy had in place mere days after the fact. Tracy isn't one to let sleeping dogs lay, and while she giggled at the confrontation between Carly and Drew, deep down inside, Tracy is likely plotting a way to strike back. That is, if she isn't secretly texting her lawyers from under the table. General Hospital spoilers hint that February sweeps will usher in some major drama for Willow, so could Tracy snatching back her kids from her care could be the first shoe that drops in the mom's life. General Hospital. Nina threatens Brooklyn's guilt, Dante's desperate plea, Joss' deadly mission. Next on General Hospital, secrets, guilt, and deadly missions. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, February 6, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, to hear something he shouldn't. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, checks in with Brad Cooper, Perry Shen. Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna issues a plea. Plus, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros makes a surprising move. Brad Cooper's update. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, February 6th reveal that Portia will check in with Brad. Fans know that Portia is determined to stop Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, from killing any more people, at least at her hospital. Portia has asked Brad to help her with the investigation. It was a tall order and is tons of research, but Brad is eager to do his part. In tomorrow's episode, expect Portia and Brad to update each other, especially with Cyrus showing back up when he was already banned from the facility. General Hospital spoilers. Nina Reeves' surprising move. On Thursday, February 6th, fans will see Nina make a surprising move. Nina is trying to get Willow Tate Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, from leaving the Quartermain property. The only rule Willow had to really follow was not to let Drew Kane Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, on the property. Willow not only let Drew on the property, but had a quickie with him. Now Willow wants to move out and go back to her mom's place. However, Nina thinks that Willow should stay where she is. With Nina becoming increasingly concerned about Drew's negative impact on Willow's life, she will make a bold move. This could explain the weekly preview clip, which shows Nina and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright joining forces. Dante Falconeri's plea. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, February 6th reveal that Dante issues a plea. In a preview clip, Dante wants any information he can get about the investigation into Sam McCall's Kelly Monaco death. Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, agrees to tell Dante something, but he has to promise not to do anything reckless. Dante might make that promise, but can he really keep it? Through all, Dante's grief is really raw and raging right now. General Hospital spoilers. Thursday, February 6, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, Rocco hears something he shouldn't. Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, seeks out Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. Meanwhile, Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, opens up to Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Plus, Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy vows to prove Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober killed Dex Heller, Evan Hofer. Plus, Willow makes a confession. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Thursday, February 6, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. General Hospital. Nina's warning fails, Rick's interruption, Carly needs advice. General Hospital spoilers update for reveals that Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros warning will fail while Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, makes an awkward interruption and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, finds herself in need of advice. At the Metro Court, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, will deliver the backlash that Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, deserves for trashing her and spreading the word about Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, fathering her child. Drew doesn't even have the right baby daddy since he's making assumptions based on Cody Bell's, Josh Kelly wrong information. However, Sasha's real issue will be that everyone seems to think they're entitled to weigh in on her pregnancy. Drew just humiliated Sasha publicly, so she'll unleash her fury and put the sleazy congressman in his place. Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, has been on hand for all the Metro Court drama, so she'll apparently tell Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, that Carly has been publicly spilling her affair with Drew as well. Despite Drew's ban from the Q residence, he just couldn't stay away from Willow. It looks like Brooklyn may question Willow's judgment since she hooked up with Drew in forbidden territory and got caught. The whole ordeal may lead Willow to reevaluate her decision to move back in the gatehouse. It'd be easier for Willow and Drew to hit the sheets freely if they were living elsewhere, so that's something Willow will keep in mind. At some point, Nina will try to reinforce Willow's choice to live at the gatehouse right now. Although Nina will warn that Willow needs to stay put, Willow's going to make another bold decision and could determine that it's already time to move out. Following what Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, overheard about Jason being the biodad of Sasha's child, she'll fly into a rage. Tracy won't want Sasha's child to be connected to the Quartermaine clan, but there's no getting around that. Although Jason isn't the real father, Sasha's baby still has a Q-link through true daddy Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell. Our predictions hint that Tracy will be just as furious about that news once she gets updates down the road. Until then, Carly will pay Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, a visit, so he'll let her vent about the latest Willow and Drew mess. Lucas will share some advice with Carly and may think it's best if she backs off. Since Lucas has been worried about Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, going after Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober herself, he may share his concerns with Carly eventually. As for Jocelyn, she'll plaster on a smile as she finds just the person she was looking for. This could tie in with Jocelyn's plan to keep volunteering at Turning Woods despite Anna Devane's, Finola Hughes' attempt to shut her down. Then again, Jocelyn may have a request for Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, who appears to be secretly putting her to the test, perhaps in hopes of recruiting her to the WSB. Brennan plans to see if Jocelyn can find her way to Cyrus' hideout, so we'll see if she gets the job done sooner or later. Although Cyrus has been banned from General Hospita, he'll still come waltzing in and rile Brad Cooper, Perry Shinup. It's dangerous to get in Cyrus' face and bark orders, but that's what Brad will do when he pushes Cyrus to scram or risk getting arrested. Other General Hospital spoilers say Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, will sound the alarm about a big blunder. Once Christina is bouncing ideas around while strategizing with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, she'll share some fears. The Davis women may have another conversation about Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, and how they're going to pursue justice. Of course, Christina will also stress the importance of helping Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, win his custody feud partly for Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarilla, well-being and partly for payback on Ava Jerome, Maura West. Rick will ultimately come along and derail Christina, Molly and Alexis' discussion, so some awkwardness is on the way. General Hospital spoilers. Natalia appears to care for Sonny, but is she luring him into the lion's den? General Hospital spoilers reveal Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, is accompanying Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard on trips to a covert cardiology appointment. That must mean something, right? Certainly, especially given the lengths she went to just to lie to Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, and cover up the real reason for her alleged business trip to Los Angeles. While it seems as though Natalia has been doing all that she can to make up for her mistreatment of Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, some fans are wondering whether it's all an act. We're still curious where Natalia comes from, and who her elusive ex-husband and son are. Are we about to find out, and if so, will it mean Natalia is closer to an enemy than a friend? Sonny Corinthos' judgment hasn't been stellar. Sonny has had some trouble in recent years pegging who he can trust, and who he can't. Often trusting the wrong person, he's landed in trouble more than a time or two because of his desire to believe the people who claim to love and care about him truly do. That is not always the case, of course. His recent relationship with Natalia has seemed like a beacon of support, especially with her accompanying him to Los Angeles. However, trust has been a slippery slope for Sonny. His past is littered with betrayals from those he thought were allies, and with Natalia, there's a niggling doubt among fans and perhaps even Sonny himself. Her actions have raised questions about her true intentions. Could Natalia be another in a long line of those who've used Sonny's trust against him, leading him straight into danger? Leak Natalia LaRue's past might be creeping back in. Natalia's secretive past and family life have always been a topic of intrigue among General Hospital fans. There is speculation that Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, could be her ex-husband, a man with a reputation for causing trouble wherever he goes. Natalia has kept her cards close to her chest about her family, only revealing bits and pieces when it suits her. Her son, Aloy, remains a mystery, and the identity of his father even more so. If Sidwell is indeed her ex, it might explain Natalia's sudden interest in Sonny's life, perhaps as a means to get close to someone who is at odds with Sidwell, or worse, to manipulate Sonny for her own ends or those of her potentially dangerous ex. Is Jen Sidwell to blame for that bomb? The explosive device in Sonny's penthouse, which nearly claimed Michael Carinthos's Chad Dual life, could very well be the work of Sidwell. If he is indeed Natalia's ex, the connection between them could be more sinister than anyone imagined. What if Natalia isn't just an innocent bystander but rather a co-conspirator in a plot to bring Sonny down? She might be drugging Sonny, thereby contributing to his heart issues. If Natalia is secretly working with Sidwell, her actions could be the key to unraveling Sonny's empire. Is she the snake in the grass, using her supposed affection for the Don as a cover to execute a more nefarious plan? The fallout from this revelation could be explosive, both literally and metaphorically, as trust within Sonny's circle is tested once again. General Hospital, Jason's chaotic homecoming, Drew and Willow's threat, Sonny confession time. General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 10th to 14th reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, will face a chaotic homecoming while Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Carinthos, Caitlin McMullen, face a major threat. Could also be confession time for Sonny Carinthos, Maurice Bernard soon enough, so here's what GH fans can expect. First, Sonny will have to figure out his next steps after receiving some crucial updates on his heart condition. Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, will be there to support Sonny following his cardiologist's news, but she may push him to open up to his children too and tell them what he's dealing with. Over with Carly Spencer, Laura Wright. It looks like she'll cave in despite some initial resistance on teaming up with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose. Nina obviously isn't Carly's favorite person, but they'll have a common goal and a reason to strategize. Nina and Carly will form an alliance that could blow apart Drew and Willow's romance if things go according to plan. However, there'll also be some risks for Nina since she still hasn't told Willow about sleeping with Drew behind her back. Willow certainly wouldn't be happy about those hookups that Nina and Drew still haven't admitted. Since Willow is bound to find out Drew and Nina's secret sooner or later, that could destroy Nina and Willow's mother-daughter bond. Even this Nina and Carly alliance could ruin things with Willow if she finds out, so that'll be a concern for Nina moving forward. Of course, Drew could stir up a different kind of trouble now that he's approached Selena Wu, Lydia Look, in hopes of getting dirt on Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner. Although Selena and Drew's meeting was interrupted, they may have another one soon enough. As for Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, she seems poised to join Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, for that dinner they talked about. Isaiah Gannon, Sandy Wilson, will remain uneasy about the threat Sidwell poses to Jordan and the people of Port Charles in general. Lulu Spencer, Alexans Havens Bruning, could also wind up on edge after a run-in with someone. It's possible it'll be Sidwell, but Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober might be a better option considering their tense history and story connections. On another note, there could be some Valentine's Day celebrations happening around Port Charles, so it'll be interesting to see which romantic duos get a chance to shine. Drew will no doubt cook up something special for Willow, but Carly and Nina might manage to derail it. Once Jason makes it back from Germany, he's in for a shock. The news of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's, Sophia Matson baby daddy is spreading like wildfire, but there's a big problem. Thanks to Cody Bells, Josh Kelly, Big Mouth, everyone is starting to believe Jason is the one-night stand partner who got Sasha pregnant. Will Jason play along for a while to hide Michael Carinthos? Chad duel infidelity and protect his custody chances down the road? General Hospital spoilers say the week of February 10th to 14th will bring some shockers and shakeups, so we'll pass along more predictions on what's ahead for Jason, Sasha, and more. General Hospital spoilers. Carly and Nina join forces. Can this end well? General Hospital spoilers leak Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, are headed for troubled waters up ahead. We never thought we'd see the day that these two would unite for a common good, or at least that's the way they'll see it. Not everyone is going to feel the same way when the truth comes out that they were working together to break up Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Can these two powerhouse women really put aside their past differences for the betterment of their shared family's future? Will the truth about how much they really share in common when it comes to Drew find a way of coming out and threaten to ruin their alliance in the process? Just one thing. That's all that Nina and Carly will really agree on. That Drew is a predatory pariah and has no place in their family anymore, least of all near their grandchildren. While Nina seems to think her daughter is just a child with stars in her eyes about the dreamy guy who saved her life, Carly can't fathom what Willow was thinking when it comes to cheating on Michael Corinthos, Chad duel, nor in the way she did it. Carly is defensive of Michael, and rightfully so, but Nina would love nothing more than for Willow and Michael to never reconcile. Nina is far from transparent, right? Carly has far less to lose in this scenario. She couldn't care less if Willow never spoke to her again. Alright, maybe that's not true, but she would survive it. The same can't really be said for Nina. Willow means everything to her, and losing access to her daughter again would mean also losing access to Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork Mako. Thus, Nina can't afford to screw this up, which means she definitely can't tell Carly the truth about her daytime romps with Drew at the office, or can she? If she really needs to pull Carly over to her side, will she tell her the whole truth and risk being exposed? Cooler heads prevail. Forget about Nina and Carly going at it when it comes to how they feel about each other. Carly is furious with Willow right now just as much as she is with Drew. Is Nina going to take that lying down? Is Carly going to be able to curtail her snarky comments and refrain from calling Willow every nasty name in the book to spare Nina's feelings? We're sure to see some bumps in the road along the way as these two aim to align with one another in the best interests of their family. But will they be outsmarted or blindsided by Willow's seemingly very real love for Drew while striving to force her to see him for who they think he is? General Hospital spoilers. Will Lulu earn Dante's love and respect by helping take down Sam's killer? General Hospital spoilers reveal that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, can't help but still have feelings for Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. Lulu knows the timing couldn't be worse, though. Lulu also feels guilty about Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. While none of this is Lulu's fault, the guilt could propel her to help get justice for Sam. If Lulu does that, could she also earn Dante's love and respect? Keep reading and let's talk about the possibilities. Lulu Spencer's rude awakening. GH spoilers reveal that Lulu has gone through several rude awakenings since she woke up from her coma. Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, recently mentioned that Lulu is living in the past while everyone has moved on. While it was harsh, it was true. It also explains why it's so hard for Lulu to squash down her feelings for Dante. After all, when Lulu fell into the coma, she was about to open her heart to Dante. General Hospital spoilers. Sam McCall's death. Lulu ended up being saved by Sam, who had literally just become engaged to Dante at the time of her death. It certainly complicates the entire storyline. Lulu feels guilty that Sam lost her life so she could continue to live. That's not Lulu's fault, but one can certainly understand why she feels this way. There is also Dante's confession to Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. Dante told Chase that each time he sees Lulu, he thinks about Sam. Dante knows in his head that he can't blame Lulu for Sam's death. However, his heart might feel otherwise right now. Laura Collins' words of wisdom. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, recently called out Lulu on her feelings for Dante. Laura suggested that Lulu just focus on being a friend to Dante right now. Great advice, but Dante has been pushing Lulu away each time she gets closer, even as a friend. General Hospital spoilers, Dante Falconeri's love story. With more Port Charles residents getting roped into the Angel of Death storyline, could Lulu take drastic action? Is it possible that Lulu ends up taking down Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober once and for all? When Lulu woke up from the coma, Cyrus was there. One of Lulu's first memories after waking up was of Cyrus threatening her before the coma. Now with Cyrus killing Sam and so many others, maybe Lulu will finally get justice. It would not only eliminate a dangerous villain, but Lulu just might earn Dante's love and respect again. Will this mark the beginning of Dante and Lulu's happily ever after? General Hospital spoilers. Is 2025 the year Sonny retires and Jason reclaims the life he left behind? General Hospital spoilers reveal Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, certainly has taken on more than one personality over the years. First a Quartermain, losing his memory of who he was in a tragic accident ended up priming him to fill the role of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, best friend and right-hand man. Amidst it all, he got tangled up with his twin brother, Drew Quartermain's Cameron Matheson, personality. He is both stone-cold and a teary-eyed and compassionate man who will do anything for the people he loves. And all of those people certainly don't love each other. From enforcer to heir, Jason, known for his loyalty to the mob life and his unparalleled skill in dealing with its dangers, has always carried the Quartermain blood, albeit with a strained connection to his family's legacy. But what if the tides are turning? What if the call of the Quartermain estate, with its wealth, drama, and undeniable charm, starts to whisper to Jason in ways he can no longer ignore? Will Sam McCall's, Kelly Monaco death and his return home force him to face his demons that he thought he left in the past? In doing so, will Jason come home in a way that extends beyond just living there? Hence a new chapter begins. Imagine this, Jason, standing in the grand halls of the Quartermain mansion, not as the prodigal son who left, but as the one who returns with a new purpose. This isn't about wealth or power. It's about legacy, about healing old wounds, and perhaps finding a part of himself he's long denied. His decision to turn Quartermain could be sparked by a need to safeguard the family from new threats. Or maybe it's about giving his children, Danny Morgan, Asher Antonison, and Jake Spencer, Hudson West, a connection to their heritage they've barely known. Embracing his Quartermain side would mean facing Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, Monica Quartermain, Leslie Charlson, and all the other family members with whom he shares a complicated history. Can he navigate the labyrinth of Quartermain politics, where every family dinner is a battlefield and every board meeting is a strategy session? Quartermain effect. This transformation isn't just about business or family squabbles. It's deeply personal. Jason's relationship with Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, or even Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, could take new turns as he redefines his identity. Love at the Quartermain mansion is never straightforward, and with Jason's heart now split between his mob ties and his newfound role and his past and his future, we're in for some intense developments. Will he find love within these walls? Perhaps with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, or will the pull of his past life be too strong? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.